Let's get something clear right off the top. The Whale is not deep, it's not brave, it's not a study in empathy. It's emotional exploitation wrapped in Oscar lighting. Sure, Brendan Fraser gave it his all, and I'm happy for the comeback. But this movie doesn't explore pain. It packages it, sells it, and asks you to cry. Not because you understand, but because you feel bad watching. It's like, look at this suffering. Don't you feel something? Yes, I feel manipulated. Stick around until the end, because my final point is where I explain why this film isn't about empathy at all. It's about emotional transaction. Before we wade any deeper into this cinematic guilt puddle, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment telling me what movie or TV show I should unpack next. This is director Ammar Hejazi, and today we're talking about why The Whale thinks it's doing something profound, but it's really just pain as spectacle. Here's the big problem. The Whale doesn't invite us to understand Charlie. It invites us to watch him suffer. The camera lingers on his eating, on his wheezing, on his physical body in a way that's not about him, but about how we should feel watching him. And that's the thing. It doesn't explore trauma or shame or addiction. It just parades it, scene after scene, like grief porn for award voters. There's a difference between telling a hard story and milking it for emotional response. The Whale doesn't trust us to care, so it turns up the volume on misery until we do. Despite what it claims, the film doesn't feel particularly compassionate. It judges Charlie under the guise of truth. It lets us look at his pain, but it doesn't sit in it with him. It doesn't unpack the systems or circumstances that got him there. It just says, here's a man destroyed by guilt and food. Watch what happens next. This isn't storytelling, it's emotional rubbernecking. The tone constantly flirts with pity, and pity is not empathy. Empathy is when we relate. Pity is when we feel above someone. The Whale chooses pity every time. Let me be clear, Brendan Fraser acted his heart out. He gave this role nuance, restraint, and vulnerability. He showed up. The script, on the other hand, feels like it came from someone who saw pain as a plot point and shame as a shortcut to meaning. Charlie's humanity comes through in moments, but they're buried under wave after wave of feel something now scenes. The monologues are theatrical. The structure feels like a stage play that never figured out how to breathe on screen. And don't even get me started on the final scene. That levitating, light-filled, slow-motion beat. What was that? Transcendence? It felt like the movie congratulating itself for being emotional. You can't talk about The Whale without talking about the fat suit. Now, I'm not saying fat characters shouldn't exist or be central to stories. They absolutely should. But the way this movie handles it, it reduces Charlie's body to symbolism. His weight is not part of a lived experience. It's the movie's way of yelling, look how broken he is. There's no meaningful commentary on fat phobia, health systems, trauma cycles, or even societal pressure. Just a body used as metaphor, a metaphor the film doesn't fully understand. And that's where it crosses the line from representation into commodification. Here's the point that matters most, the one this whole rant has been building toward. The Whale isn't a film about compassion. It's a film about consumption. We consume Charlie's pain, his body, his regret, his apologies. We consume him as spectacle, then walk away feeling like we felt something profound. But what did we actually learn? What did we unpack? What system did we challenge? Nothing. We just watched a man cry and wheeze and beg to connect, and then fade to white. The movie wants us to feel moved, but it never earns the right to move us, because it never gives Charlie his full humanity, just his suffering. And when suffering becomes the main event, you're not making a statement, you're selling sadness. So, is The Whale powerful in moments? Yes. Did Brendan Fraser earn that Oscar? I think so. But is the film itself empathetic? Not even close. This was director Ammar Hejazi, and if you made it to the end without being crushed by dramatic piano chords and symbolic metaphors, you're doing better than Charlie. Smash that like button, tell me what emotional drama or prestige film I should dig into next, and don't forget to subscribe for more no-holds-barred breakdowns. Until next time, remember, pain isn't profound just because it's loud.